Republican Senator Jim DeMint of South Carolina. Senator, good to have you with us here this morning. Good morning to you.
Thank you, Chris. It's good to be with you.
You heard, and I'm sure you saw last night, a cringeworthy moment by the Texas governor, who even admitted afterwards that he, quote unquote, stepped in it. Some people are calling it this morning the worst debate effort in the history of debates. Did you cringe when you saw this? What did you make of the moment?
Well, yes, I did. And Chris, normally that would not be a problem, but obviously it had some problems in previous debates. But collectively, the candidates were putting the right issues on the table for the economy and jobs. I think they were focused on the problems that Obama had with really understanding and promoting a free market economy. So I thought the debate was good, and the candidates really didn't go after each other like we had seen in the past. So it made a good impression on me overall.
But does it trouble you that all the talk today will be on this gaffe by Governor Perry, not necessarily the message and the good parts of the debate that you just mentioned?
Well, yeah, it is a problem. We need to stay on message, and the last week has not been good to focus on jobs and economic growth. But I thought we heard a good message out of our candidates last night. And so I think when we get to Saturday with the CBS debate and near my hometown, that we'll see these candidates have a chance to talk in more detail about foreign policy, big issues. I think it's starting to make our candidates look pretty good.
And we will say this, we do appreciate the great state of South Carolina hosting us this week. Let me ask you, when you see the candidates on stage last night and you see their performance right there, if you had to pick one that you would put up against President Obama in a debate setting right now, who would you choose?
Well, Chris, there are really several of them. I think I'd have to say last night that Newt Gingrich, Mitt Romney excelled in a lot of ways. They had real clarity of vision and policies. But I think this thing has changed week to week, and we may see some different standouts on Saturday. That's why I've decided not to endorse and to focus on the Senate Conservatives Fund. It's real important that we have a Senate that can work with our next president and who understands free market economics. We need a good Senate, and that's where I'm going to focus my time.
Now, unlike 2007, when you did endorse Mitt Romney at the time, you said just a moment ago that you're not going to endorse a candidate at this point. Some people might look at that and say, well, maybe you're dissatisfied with the current choice. Is that the case, or do you just want to sit back?
No, it's really the opposite. I think we've got 3 or 4 candidates now vying for the top position, and they're all good. And they have, I think, great qualifications. The grassroots conservatives around the country have not selected a candidate, and I don't want to weigh into that fray and really divide my attention from what I'm doing with the Senate Conservatives Fund, because I need 100% of conservatives across the country helping us to elect Josh Mandel and Ted Cruz and Don Stenberg and others that we're trying to get into the Senate.
The mistake that Governor Perry made last night, a number of people are saying, well, that's it. That is the final nail in Perry's coffin. Do you think that is the case?
Well, it wasn't good, but I don't want to pronounce the end of his campaign at this point. I just think we saw some other standouts, and there's still time for the candidates to change positions. I'm not talking about policy positions, but the position in the race. So I'm going to sit back and watch, but what I want to do is encourage the candidates to take stronger positions about what we need to do at the federal level to cut spending and to reduce the role of the federal government in our economy and our culture.
You have to get on message. Time is running out. Senator Jim DeMint, thank you so much. We'll see you this weekend. And again, thank you for hosting us on Saturday. Good talking with you here.